Hello, my name is Angela Bond, and this is Plum Publishing. I wanted to give you a few tips about classroom management. When I first started teaching, I had a really hard time with classroom management because I'm a soft-spoken person. And so I went to a lot of different things, a lot of different training, you know how it is to be a teacher. And there was a part of me that was really scared because I thought, what am I going to do? I might have to quit teaching. Don't quit teaching. And I also thought that I was going to have to change the fundamentals about who I am. What I love about myself is part of that is my soft-spokenness and the gentleness and the lovingness. And I thought I'd have to change all of that in order to be a functional, good teacher. Well, you don't have to change who you are. I'm here to say that you can be a good teacher just by being soft-spoken or gentle or loving, and this is what you do. So it's a psychological thing, teaching, and if you see your class is getting a little bit rowdy, the first thing that somebody might want to do is scream. Well, as a singer, I don't want to sit there screaming all day long, and I sing all day long, so I don't want to use my voice in that way. This has become a big problem. Well, there's a certain technique that you could use that doesn't use your voice, and you might have heard this one. This is very common, but it's the clapping one. And then they clap back. And then there's also, for a very, very rowdy room, the turning off the light technique, which you can use and definitely gets their attention. And if I was to have a very, very rowdy class, because I've actually worked in schools there where there was a lot of behavior issues, and what I would do is I would put some relaxing music on and just get them to really calm down. But I've realized that also for me, now that I have a school that I really am very happy with, and I have started to work out my fundamentals of my classroom management, I realized that sometimes when you start to say something really loud, it is the exact opposite of what you want. And if you can be quieter, they will naturally quiet down to listen to you. And so especially if you come into your classroom with positive is a rule and being kind to others is a rule. So if you're say something positive as a teacher, right, then they're going to respond better. So if you need to use those extrinsic motivators, go ahead and do them. So you could pass out stickers to people who are being quiet. You could ask a question and then say that they answered the question, so you give them a fidget spinner. Suddenly their attention's turned. How did they get a fidget spinner? How did they get a sticker? Well, because they were sitting quietly, they answered the question, they knew the song, they were doing this, they were doing that. And so you can get them to go where you want them to go by just being positive, giving compliments to the little ones like, thank you, Jane, for being quiet. Thank you, Andy, for being quiet. Thank you, Rebecca, for being quiet. And so this works for like the younger grades, right? But often what I'll do is I'll just change my body language and I'll be very quiet like this. I mean, I am not being aggressive at all, like an aggressive stance, hey, da-da-da, but I'll lean into them and I'll say something to them. Sorry, my voice. I've been allergies. So I'll lean into them and I'll say something, like, so this is what I want you to do, blah, 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 blah. And it works pretty well most of the time, as long as you don't, like I say, have the class that's totally out of sorts. Then you want to resort to the clapping. You want to resort to the turning off the light. So I hope this helps you, and I'm going to have a lot of other tips for you for teaching. Please subscribe to my channel, and thank you very much. You can also see my website at plumrosepublishing.com or plum-rose-publishing.com. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.